Hello everyone, Shadow here. I'm one of the regular pilots on EU2. You might have done a mission with me already, but I thought I'd just make a tutorial on how to put down LZs for the AOs and just some basic general tips on how to get to the AO as a pilot in a safe and a smart manner, that is. As you see, I've already put down some LZs, but I'll go over my thought process behind them first. So what are the things you need to take into account when approaching an LZ in a chopper? First of all, of course, what chopper are you flying? Is it the little bird? Because that means you can fly at very low altitudes, come in at different angles than most of the other choppers can. Where is the AO located? For this case, it's located at Sofia radar station, which means it's quite high up. So AA might also be high up. Some other things you might need to take in account: is there still a radio tower? Is it still up? Is there a probability of EA jets flying about or gas jets? So you need to take a lot of things into account when approaching an AO. And when you've got all that figured out, then you can just go and look at where you might want to put down the AOs, the LZs rather. Sorry. So you see these LZs I've put down here. The first one we'll take a look at is LZ military. Now why would have put this here? Because when you're approaching from this direction, the military hill here, which is 105 meters high and 94 meters at this side, it blocks the view from any AA that would be over at Sofia radar station, because you see it's 93 meters high here, 88 meters high there. So if there would be, to say, like a Tigris over here, it would not have line of sight on any choppers approaching below this mountain, that is, of course, and it would block their view. So you can drop off troops over here, they can move up to the military base, and they even have a nice overwatch position on the entire AO. LZ hillside over here, I've put plus plus behind it because it's a little bit harder and a little bit trickier, and it depends on the chopper that you're flying as well. This one, you see it's only got a small hill, it's only 80 meters high. It's a very narrow hill as well, because here is a valley. So if a Tigris is here, it has a line of sight on your approach, or if it's here, it has a line of sight on your approach as well. So you'll need to come in fast and low as well, drop them off at the side of the hill where you're behind cover, and then get out as well. So it's a little bit trickier. You need to be fast about that landing. It's called a hot insert most of the times. Depends, of course, if there's a Tigris here or not. If there's nothing here, then it's not a difficult approach at all. Some other things you might need to take in account is, of course, your own skill and your own flying level. Because of LZs like this one I put down here, I put down LZ LB, which means little bird, because it's on the side of a hill. As you see from the lines on the height markers, it's quite a steep hill. So this one would be more difficult for a Euron or a Ghost Hawk to land on, to say, because the Euron and the Ghost Hawk, they need to be either hovering very low to get the passengers out, or they need to really land. And it's easier to go there in a little bird and hover above the ground, let the guys on the passenger bench hop out, and then fly a nice small piece of flat ground to let the other guys get out as well. Let's see here. Another one I've put down is LZ Beach here. That's one of mine. I forgot to put it in green though. This one might also be possible if you come in through the ocean. There's a very small hill here, but you might just be able to duck behind it if there are any Tigrises or EAs there. You're also quite far away from the AO, so you shouldn't be locked on that far away. One of the other guys put down LZ over here. This one, it's not behind the hill, you see, so it's not that you're in cover, but you're that far away that from the AO that it doesn't really matter. And your troops can advance to grassy areas and have some cover from buildings as well while they move up to the AO. Let's take a look at another location on the map. Let's pick Agios Dionysos. So let's say the AO would be here, right? Oops. Let's say the AO would be over here. If it would be over here, then first thing I'd do, of course, is change my map texture so I can see the heights a little bit better. So I scroll out a little bit, locate the highest mountain, so that would be these ones, those ones, and that one over there. Then I'll start zooming in and keeping those in mind. And I'll start looking at approaches for helicopters. So this one over here, because the AO would be quite big, it would span to probably about here somewhere. So this one would be an accurate LZ, because the hill here gives you cover from any anti-air that might be over. Let's let's see if we can find something else here. These hills here might also be very good, as well as this one, because it's a very high one. Uh, it's also good to drop sniper teams off at the higher mountain so they can spot out targets for as well for you as for the allied forces, of course. But I think you're going to get the basic idea. So the basic idea for putting down an LZ is make sure you've got some cover between you and the enemy. Make sure it's not too far away from the AO, but at least far away enough that you can get in and out again safely without losing your helicopter or your life, or the lives of your passenger for that matter, if well. So those are the most important parts when selecting an LZ. I hope this has been a little bit helpful for you guys. If there are any more questions, feel free to ask them to me. And I hope to game soon. Game with you guys soon on one of the Ahoy servers. See ya.